Cosmic Shakti, baby!
To purchase t-shirts and merchandise with my art on it, just click on the eye on the top right hand side of the screen and it will take you right to my shop.
So I just thought I'd make a video on the natty or not debate on the internet, which has gotten out of hand because people have even come up with charts and graphs that are supposedly made by this scientist or this person, you know, who of course is also not a trainer or not a person that has, you know, achieved anything significant in bodybuilding or natural bodybuilding. And these charts are supposedly going to tell you the truth about who is natural and who's not, or what the general tendencies are. But what a lot of people don't know is these charts are based on certain demographics of people that are possibly not even involved in lifting weights, you know, or they've lifted weights for a year or 2 years or 3 years, but not 30 years, you know, or they haven't been lifting weights since they were 5 years old like I did. I started lifting weights when I was 5. How many people can say that, right? Now, I'm not saying I stuck to it, but I did train for periods of time for hockey or for martial arts or whatever. And I was in the garage bench pressing. I was in the garage doing power cleans with my dad when I was only 5 years old, okay? So in my formative years, my genes, my DNA were being affected by the training. You know, my entire system was growing into the support of the weight training lifestyle, okay? So this comparing thing that people have going on of saying, oh, this person's better than I am at this game, so that means they must have cheated. That's like me saying to everybody that has more money than me, saying, you must be a criminal, you must be a criminal, you must be a criminal because you have more money than I do. It's a faulty debate. Now, the fact is, if you say, yeah, there's more of a likelihood as you go up in money that somebody cheated a system in order to get that, yeah, there are some people out there that have cheated, but does it mean that everybody cheated? No. Okay, so that's one thing to bear in mind. Then I have other people that come on this channel, which is funny. I've had 2 people in 2 or 3 days. One guy says, Jason, the only way you can train in the ranges of motion you train and get results is if you're not natural. And I'm like, well, apparently not, because I am natural and I have gotten results, right? But he says, but I do like the frequency training that you're doing. I like how frequent you're training. I do believe in that. Well, guess what? There was somebody 3 days ago that said nobody can train that frequently unless they're not natural. So now do I say you're not natural because you're saying the frequent training's working? Do you understand? Like this is why this type of debate is just, it's an endless cycle. It never ends. The fact is you either believe me or you don't. I've taken polygraph tests, I've taken urine tests, I've done all of this stuff, and my entire life is based around spirituality and enlightenment. I have an entire YouTube channel dedicated to that. It's not on lies, deception, and drug addiction. That's like the opposite of what I stand for. So the fact is that I have to defend this is so stupid, honestly. It's like me talking to 3-year-olds and they're misinterpreting the information because they don't know how to fucking read, and then they're coming and accusing me based on something that they figured out from the cartoons that they're watching or something. You know, like it's just absolutely insane. So, am I natural? Yes, 100% I'm natural. I've been natural my entire life. I have never deviated from that. I didn't even use recreational drugs, ever. The only time that a recreational drug actually ever hit me was when somebody tried to drug me by slipping something into my Diet Pepsi at the bar when I was working there one time. That was the only time, okay? So this is the basis of my entire life, okay? The only other herb that I've used is I've been in a shamanic ceremony called, well, basically it's a shamanic ceremony, a Peruvian ceremony where there's ayahuasca. In the beginning of my spiritual journey, I actually went to a few of these ceremonies and actually drank this to get deeper states of meditation and to cleanse through toxins out of my body, okay? That's the only stuff that I've ever done, okay? Alcohol is the only other thing, which is basically I drank once in a blue moon when I was a kid. When I was 20 years old or 21, because I knew that every time I got drunk, it'd screw up a whole week of my training. So I'd say, okay, twice a year or maybe once a year, I'll drink with my buddies or something. Okay, so this is how I live my life. You know, whether you believe it or not, it's up to you. You know, but the thing is that I'm not here to guide you into any sort of dogma. I'm not here to manipulate you. That's what you need to know. I'm not here to manipulate you. I'm here to help you find what's right for you. And by lying to you, that's not going to do that. Okay, so I'm not selling you anything, you know, I'm selling you some t-shirts once in a while, which I've sold 2 of in the last year or so, right? I'm not selling, you know, I'm not making any money from this channel. You know, there's nothing for me to lose by telling you the truth, and there's nothing for me to gain by telling you lies, All right. So anyway, I hope that just puts this to rest. The thing is that am I natty or not? I am natty. I have always been natural. I am not half natty. Okay. And, you know, I believe that you shouldn't put limitations on yourself based on what other people did, because I've seen people that have used drugs that actually look crappier than the natural people, because the natural people don't mess their hormones up. See, the natural guys, there's been studies that show that a person that has actually used drugs, after they use it, then their hormones come down forever, and they have to they're always fighting that little bit of less testosterone level. Their testosterone level is just slightly less than it was before. So now they've developed a dependency on a drug, okay? A mild dependency, but there is a possibility that that can happen with, and it has happened with a lot of people I know. So the fact is that when you're natural, your testosterone level stays the same, and yeah, it declines as you get older in some cases, but who knows, with dietary changes, with certain types of spiritual and yogic practices, you can actually increase your ability to heal. I mean, there have been yogis in the East that have been showing people this for a long time. There have been Qigong masters. There's people all over the internet you can actually research and find through different spiritual techniques and mastery of your system, you can actually attain a higher level of health and happiness. Okay? So don't limit yourself. There are other techniques besides bodybuilding that can increase your health and increase your capacity to heal from things like bodybuilding. Right? And that's what I've been spending the last 7 years with as well. Doing heavy Saturn disciplines of the modern mantra for Saturn, which helps ligaments, tendons, and bones, and all this kind of stuff. You know, so there are different techniques out there you can apply as well, right? So, anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you a little bit understand some of the stuff that's going on the internet. And don't believe everything you see. You know, it doesn't mean everybody's telling you the truth, but not everybody's lying to you either. You know, some people are legitimately natural, and I'm one of them. And I know guys that look 10 times better than me that were natural. Okay, and I know 100% they're natural, 100%. So there are people that have different genetics and different ability to heal, different ability to recover from certain types of things. And just like there's great sprinters naturally right out of the crib, you know, they're sprinting faster than the other kids. And there's people that are naturally better at certain types of thinking, you know, whether it's math or whether it's writing great stories, whatever it is. These are all gifts that are given to you when you're born. And some people just have different ones. So instead of finding ways to destroy people that have certain gifts, find ways to lift them up and learn from them. You know, that's what we're here for, is to learn from each other and learn from people that are gifted with a certain type of intelligence in a certain way. Like, there are people that are better than me in so many things that I'm so thankful that they're here on this planet to teach me some of the stuff that I don't know anything about, right? So that's what this channel's about. It's more about celebrating people's gifts and more about being in alignment with truth, not lies, okay? So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.
Do it your way.
Now you know my name, calling me in a drought. I came to Ridge in 215 and sorted it all out.